Hi everyone. I see that we are live now and everything seems sad. We're about to start. Thanks Travel Payouts for having us today. It's always a great time when talking about someone else's problems and ideas to grow their traffic. My name is Kosta Bankovski. I'm product marketing manager at Netpeak Software. We develop desktop tools for SEO specialists and webmasters to help them with fixing on-page issues and search engine scraping and competitor analysis. While working here, I've inspected several thousands of websites to help them grow their organic traffic. So, as you might understand, it will help me today to better analyze the websites that we selected. Also, I run Netpeak Software YouTube channel where you can find videos with explanations of different marketing tasks and how to do them using our tools. I will be with you today with my friend Eugene Lada from Serbstad. Hi, Eugene. How are you today?
Very good. Thank you, Kost. How are you? Thanks for having me today. Trail Payouts, thanks for having me today as well. I'm really looking forward to today's session. And first of all, I would like to say that not many people know, but before I started my career in search marketing, I was working for National Geographic Channel as a cameraman, and I was traveling around, like, say, 9 months a year on different expeditions. And that is why, for me, it is a huge pleasure to walk through the traveling websites today. So, very quick introduction. My name is Eugene. I'm a chief marketing officer at Serpstar, all-in-one SEO platform. We provide tool sets for search analytics, competitor analysis, keyword research, backlink research, etc. I feel my best in content marketing, in link building, in conversion rate optimization on the website, and also planning and strategic marketing, which is obviously normal for a chief marketing officer. From this introduction, you may see that today I'm gonna walk through the websites and give them mostly recommendations for the proper link building and keyword research, like this.
No doubt that with your billions of keywords databases in SERPstat, you know some magic tricks with keywords research.
Oh yeah, thank you, Kostya. Yes. I think that we have prepared extremely useful recommendations, and I hope that people will see improvements really. And after they will have a chance to implement all these recommendations on their websites. And anyway, I'd like to hear back if these work well for you guys in the comment section.
Actually, feedback in chat would be awesome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in comment section, and we will try to answer them along while we go along, and or we will leave them till the end of this traffic show. By the way, we will record this webinar, and so don't worry if you miss 5 minutes because of your tea or coffee. Make sure that you used real and valid email. So we will send all the content today straight to your mailbox. So I think we're going to start our show. So for this episode, we have picked three websites in travel niche, of course, with some unique and some common problems. Let's name them. First one is unlockedtravel.club. It's a website with the latest COVID travel restrictions. Then australiatripplanner.com.australia. Everything you need to know about a vacation in Australia. Wonderful website. And the last one, Exotravel, which contains a lot of information about tours and options to have a vacation in Asia. By the way, we have contacted the webmaster of this project, and he asked us if we can also audit his development subdomain. So, as I understand, I will more focus on staging subdomain, while Eugen will talk about the main mirror of the website, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. By the way, I'm planning a trip to Australia next year. That's why I really enjoyed researching Australia Planner websites. And Lisa, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry for that. These are the founder of the website. If you're watching us right now, many thanks for this useful information. I hope it will be my recommendations and Kosti recommendations will be very useful for you as well.
Yeah, actually, I think now we both know a lot about COVID travel restrictions, and it seems while you have plans on Australia, I'm attracted by Asian exotic resorts after visiting the third website, and I almost changed my mind about my honeymoon destination, as they really have sweet tours and nice SEO there. Okay, let's get back to our traffic show. First of all, I want to mention a problem that I have faced like on 20% of today's websites, and it's problem with non-unique content and design. Mostly it's because people use templates that are uh, provided by affiliate networks or just travel websites templates. So for example, we have one, two, and three and four even, yeah, four websites that are pretty much the same. I mean, that's fine if you use these templates as a sandbox, but if you want to get more traffic, I suggest you better you add your own extra value to this typical search bars and tiles with popular destinations.
I cannot really agree with you in this. Sorry for interruption. My pardon. We're walking through the websites that were obviously created for affiliate income, and that's why these blocks are really necessary for affiliate marketing. But what I know for sure that every webmaster should make every page unique, and they should be relevant to visitors. So
Exactly.
it is very important to put these blocks on the right places and in right pages and right blog posts. Right? You mean this?
Uh, mm, I would say that, of course, these blocks with search bars and popular destinations are has higher conversion rate, yeah, than just a
Okay.
normal article. But it works better if you have a separate blog section with a lot of articles on your website and you have great rankings for the information, and then you like lead your visitors from this blog post to these blogs with popular destinations and search bars that will help people find their flights or hotels. But for these websites, I can say that they, first of all, they don't have any blog posts. So it's only like a landing page with this typical modules. So it's the first problem. And the second problem is I also retrieved data about their traffic from SERPstat, from Ahrefs, and from SimilarWeb. And all of these services show that they don't have any organic traffic. So I suppose that it's still not the best idea to do it in that way. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why we're here, and today we will look how we can improve traffic on the websites that we have chosen. Okay, let's move forward. Probably.
yeah. Let's start with the first website about COVID restrictions. By the way, I noticed that mostly I will talk today about issues in SEO texts and text on web pages and some of my favorite problems caused by inattentiveness. I have crawled websites before the show, so let's run through the most popular and major on-page issues. By the way, you can see that I'm using macOS and it's parallels with Windows 11, so it's a unique chance to look how it works. As far as I work in Netpeak Software, I used our SEO tools. It's SEO Crawler and Netpeak Spider for these tasks because it's focused on issues. But if you prefer another one, don't worry. Most of my today's activities can be performed mostly in any other crawler. Nothing, no rocket science.
I want to say one
So
thing. Sorry for that, but I don't affiliate with Netpeak software, but I like your tool very much, and I told you before when we met last time. So that it's very easy. It's very easy to find the issues that are on your website and how to fix them. And your team did a great job with a lot of content that describes how to fix these issues to people who don't really know SEO. That's why For me, it's
Hey,
the biggest problem to
thanks.
explain to people who are not involved in SEO. To explain them how to fix these issues. And that's probably I know that you are more technical guy because I'm not technical at all. I'm more like marketing and more like business guy. But anyway, I find this tool useful in terms of small medium businesses for their needs. Sorry.
Thanks a lot. It was a lot of compliments. I'm like a little bit red now. I would say the same about ServStat because I like your API. I'm using it for like years. I will say it later,
Okay,
so
later.
it won't look like it's sponsored and fully paid by you. So, as first thing that I have noticed, that two websites, australiatripplanner.com and unlockedtravel.club, have common issue. It's called missing or empty description text. And I would say that I'm pretty sure that nothing has changed since yesterday, and meta tag description is still a must have for any page. It's much better to fill it by yourself than letting Google the freedom to choose the description instead of you. For example, we can see a case with Australia Trip Planner where they have not really useful information in their description text here. And if I will use unlockedtravel.com, unlockedtravel.club.
Yeah, but please make a larger screen because it's very difficult. Oh, yeah, very good. Thank you.
Thanks. We can see here text like unknown while traveling in British Virgin Islands, or COVID restrictions in Benidorm, which says restaurants dot restrictions in place dot. So it's not really helpful. And if you can do it better, then please do. But the only thing that I want to add is before spending a lot of time and money to create perfect and unique descriptions, first start with a simple template that will consist of like main keywords for every page. So you should do a keyword research first, then do a template that will contain your main keywords for this page, plus some unique advantages of your website and some common part at the end so you can generate a lot of them quickly.
I have a question, if you don't mind. As far as you know, the description doesn't really have a great impact on your rankings. So, why do you think that it is so necessary to have unique descriptions?
Well, from perspective of several hundreds of ranking factors, description tag could have less than a percent of impact.
Okay.
But if we look deeper, it affects many other sites. For example, description tag is another place where you can put your main keywords or important keywords, and then they will be shown in the result page. It may lead to better call through rate, which in turn may improve behavior factors, which in turn, at the end of the day, will give you profits and better rankings. So I still call it must have features. Um, Fine for you?
Yeah, very good.
Enough? And actually, the same with alt attributes for images. If you have a lot of images on your website, they are useful and relevant, or maybe even you just download it or bought it from Shutterstock, don't hesitate to write out attributes and titles for them, because image search in Google is a powerful thing and has potential to attract many visitors for your project. And I think it's a great idea because I usually Google a lot of stuff using image search because I know what I should expect on the page, and it helps me faster find the relevant result for me. By the way, Eugene, have you ever posted your travel photos on content marketplaces like Shutterstock or Deposit Photos? Maybe someone here today gets traffic with your travel pictures, even without knowing you.
No, man, I have never done before, but I totally agree with you that with your recommendation, and I want to add one thing if you don't mind. So, creating a content uh, about traveling means that you might have a lot of pictures and visualizations on your website, and lots of people search for new destinations in Google Pictures, Instagram, Pinterest. So don't miss this chance to get to the top rankings with your photos on the website, and this is a good recommendation. So right now I'm going to share my screen and show you what I like and I don't like in this unlocked travel website. I created 3 projects at Serpstat for today's show, and here we have like all 3 projects are at Serpstat. So here we have the organic keywords that these websites are ranked for, paid keywords, and we see that none of these websites do paid marketing efforts. They don't do this. I have a backlink analysis, site audits, and track keywords. And what I see now, so the thing I've noticed is that about this website is that it doesn't have a lot of backlinks. So I'm going diving in and discussing how they can get in the right direction to acquire more backlinks. But also, I'd like to note that there is no need to getting as many backlinks as possible. Instead, you need to hunt for the links from the very relevant content. And we see here in this report that this website has only 2 backlinks, and it is nothing. Despite the fact that many SEO influencers are still arguing about the backlinks impacts on rankings, personally, I believe that it is still incredibly strong signal to whether Google should rank a website or not. And some sites have lots of links pointing to them, but they are sometimes are rubbish, and that's why these backlinks don't give any value, or even worse, they can have a negative impact on your rankings. I know a lot of sites that crushed themselves and got penalties from Google for unfair play with backlinks, because sometimes people buy these backlinks and so on. Because in the old years, it used to be very easy to get to the top positions. You also, the only one thing that you needed to do is to buy backlinks. In my opinion, you should build a backlink profile in a natural and organic way. And let's search. I will show you how I would do this. So let's search in Google. I did it before. So let's search in Google how to plan a trip during COVID time. I believe this is exactly what your website is dedicated to. So here you see can see a lot of articles that are on this topic. And my suggestion is to analyze top 30 or even 50 websites and see if you can give more value to this content. I mean, you create a list of all websites, all these blog posts, and you create a list of the bloggers who created these blog posts and their contacts, and it's very easy to find in an automatic way, and then send them cold emails in Twitter or just emails and say like, hello guys, thank you for your content, this is really great. When I was looking through, I found out that some pieces of your content are or some information is outdated or can be even improved. Would you consider editing this? In some cases, you can even create new unique content for another blogs and websites and put their default links to your web page. And this action will not only give you backlinks, but also can drive relevant traffic to your website or to your project. And
Eugene, may I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
yeah,
We
sure.
actually did it in our company too, and the main problem I
Yeah,
see
with
in
you.
that case is that we both work for big companies and have several content writers who can do all these extremely time and money consuming processes to get these backlinks. While if it's not a scam website, this one belongs to a family from the United Kingdom and they run many businesses simultaneously. So my question is, how can they do these processes on their own with a limited budget? And please don't say that they should use GPT-3 articles.
Well, that makes sense, definitely. If you're limited with the budget, and then I will show you an easier way. What that works for us works really good, but you don't need to have a lot of a lot of time consuming things to do and a lot of money consuming things to do. So let's narrow our search and try to find blog posts that write about the tools and websites useful for traveling during COVID times. I found it before. So like this one, for example, 9 helpful travel apps and websites for COVID travel. What I would do first, I would do to this website, I find a person who created this, like this Emily Woods. I found her contact, and I just sent her a message that, hey, I want you to I want you to add me to this list because we have a very beautiful website that is extremely useful. And believe me, guys, your website is really useful. And next week I have a flight to Geneva, to Switzerland from my home country, from Ukraine, and yesterday I was looking for travel restrictions, so it is useful, and that's why I would try to find as many blog posts about the like top 9, top 10 apps or websites and write to them and ask them for a favor to put not a link but to put the useful information, and I can even generate more information for them or even create a piece of content. Sometimes these webmasters can ask something in return, and for example money or backlink from your side and whatever. What do you think, Costa?
Yeah, Eugene. It's a great point to add relevant pages of your website to these listing pages, and you do a nice thing when you mention that you should add extra value to this text, not just say like, "I like your article. Please add my link and add link to my website," because nobody will ever read this
True.
email. Yeah, so add your extra content. And by the way, you can also create your own websites with similar listings like this one and point links to your main websites from them. So it helps if you want to save some money, but please just don't overdo that because it's some kind of cheat in the system and may hurt you a little bit.
Well, first of all, the process you described right now is it's very costly. It costs a lot. And the second, I don't think is that cheating is really necessary. I mean, there are still many services that provide backlinks for money, and you can always buy new links pointing to your web page. However, if they don't look natural to Google, you risk getting tons of problems in the future with your rankings. And it is always a huge risk to ruin your rankings, to ruin all your SEO efforts. But in my case, we don't do lots of um, we we do lots of relevant content, and very usually it requires nothing to pay. I mean, it requires brilliant communication and verbal skills, and it's well,
Exactly.
it's yeah, I just suggest to try because when you have only 2 backlinks, it's very difficult to do anything. But the most important thing here when I look on this website is that I think that the biggest problem with this website is about the very narrowly focused topic that depends on the interest of users. So let's check the Google Trends here. I opened it before, and here we can see how popular and how much interest over time we had for COVID travel. It's one of the keywords that I found on your website, and we see now that right now we are on the peak, and however, no one knows how it's gonna change next year, and you may have a plan B for this book. I hope that next year we will not. We don't need anything to know about the COVID restrictions, but this means a big problem to your blog. Because if you invest now in SEO, or if you invest now in content and backlinks, you should understand that tomorrow this situation can change and you will lose all the traffic, and it's a problem. Um, think about the perspective and make a roadmap for your project. In my opinion, you should move in the direction of making, let's say, more comprehensive content, and also describe things you can do in these countries, places you can visit, food you can eat, and so on. So try to add more keywords and try to describe more things that you want that people can do in these countries. Like, let's go back to SERPstat. I want to have a look on the keywords that you sorry for that you rank for. Yes, okay. So just a second. I will go to the top pages report that shows me the best pages you have and how many organic keywords you have, and then you can see that you are ranking for a very low number of keywords, and that's why um, you definitely need more content and more comprehensive content that will drive traffic to your blog. And if you are not ready at this stage to invest in SEO, link building, and yeah, and you're gonna do, and you don't know that you're gonna do when this traffic, this COVID traffic drops down dramatically, then probably you should consider working with paid traffic on like Facebook or in Google. That's probably what I wanted to tell. Kosta, do you have anything to add
Yeah, I
here?
would like to say that first of all, I simply adore top pages report in SERPstat. I mostly use it whenever I'm doing a competitor analysis or when I want to get the best keywords. I just go to top pages of different websites like my competitors and download all the keywords that I wanted to find. And also, I would say that for this website, yeah, unfortunately, your topic is one of in the list of topics which we would like not to know in the future. So better prepare your plan B and
Plan
find
B.
out how you can actually, like hold your visitors and what else can you give to them? Like maybe if they search for Geneva, like Eugene, advise several points where they can stay during the night or advise better flights or something like that, because after that when COVID restrictions wouldn't be so popular, you would be a little bit better prepared for the change. So let's move to the second website in this show, which is about trips through Australia. I liked it from the first side because I know probably it's the magic of blue color, the same as Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. It's the same websites use, but unfortunately, it doesn't help SEO. At least it's not proven. It's like in a joke when you ask SEOs any question, and they always say like, "It depends,"
Yeah, it
like in
depends.
this yeah, image. So back to SEO, I found some major issues for this project, and although they are not that difficult to fix, but still hurting your website. If we open robots.txt file for this website, we unfortunately will see that it's completely disallowed. It means that for now, it's completely closed for every user agent, which is obviously bad. Luckily, Google is not that obedient, and you are still appeared in SERPs. And so if we use query like site Australia tripplanner.com.australia, we can see more than 3,000 of results. But it appears another technical problem because we can find many mirrors of these websites of this website which are indexable, like www subdomain and trip planner subdomain. And First of all, I want to say that actually that's an accurate example of my favorite problem when people do a brilliant websites with beautiful design, with stunning content and good functionality, but a tiny mistake like three letters in Robot60 file may act like a Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, saying traffic shall not pass. So please always double check indexing and crawling instructions every time you do any changes.
I want just to complement what you just said and to explain that the idea of crawling is basically that Google Spot is a machine. And when it comes to your website, it acts as a user and analyzes whether or not this website is relevant to the desired keywords. So you have to make sure that robots can crawl your website. It's very important. In this case, it will be able to see what you offer, and probably it will be offering your website or particular pages to users who are looking for an answer or solution to their problems. That's about the crawling itself.
Yeah, thank you, Eugene. And I actually have a suggestion why it happens. Probably it was because of you have maybe a development subdomain or something like that that you would like to uh, close for search robots but because of a little mistake, you used disallow for all the subdomains. So uh, here I want to stop more on technical details and say that if you want to close something from being indexed, robots.txt file isn't enough for that task. I would advise using either meta tag or xrobots tag, or even better for development stage subdomains, use basic authentication. So no robots can ever access it. And for www versions and maybe insecure versions of connection like HTTP and then website instead of HTTPS, I would recommend always setting up a redirect to the main mirror because it will save you from different problems like when somebody make a typo and want to open another version of the website, or you have a backlink and you have no way to contact the other webmasters to fix this problem link. And actually it has a lot of other problems like problems with thin content, because as for now we can see that actually I should open a big spider to show it to you. So collapse. Australia tripplanner.com.australia have almost 500 pages, while www version, where it is, let me find. Yeah, www version has less than 100. So some of the pages on www version just don't exist because of the problem with this duplicates. And also, I want to say that it will affect your link weight distribution. It will not work properly. And for search, these websites are completely different, and which again may affect your traffic and analytics in the future. So better to fix it while it's not that bad. And also, I have found a page that responded with 404 code. So if you want to delete old pages that you want to delete from index, better use 410 code gone, because search engines will eventually exclude these pages from SERPs, while 404s may be there for a long time. And by the way, actually, it's a useful tip for everyone here. Set up redirect to your main mirrors from other ones, like with www or without, depends on your main mirror, and with insecure connection via HTTP. I hope that everybody here using HTTPS, because it will just save you from like situations like this one.
Oh,
Uh,
and now please give me a second. On the beginning of this session, I told that you are more technical guy than than myself, than I. And I always worry that people who are not involved in SEO do not understand what we're talking right now about. It sounds like a big disaster when you talk about all these things, and that's why could you probably try to be more specific and tell this once again, but be it easier? I mean, I have another question also. Uh, do you know any tools or maybe plugins that help you not missing all these difficult HTTPS and www stuff because it sounds weird?
Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that even Yoast plugin have this functionality. Uh, to make it easier, just imagine it like a simple fork. You have pages that you want to be indexed and that do not want to be indexed. For the pages that you want to be indexed, just don't do anything, especially don't disavow them or no index them. For the pages that you want to hide from indexing, it again, it's like a fork. The one that are, for example, development subdomains and the ones that you deleted by purpose. For the ones
Okay.
that are under development, use basic authentication. It's the best way. For the ones that you want to delete, use 410 status code gone, and eventually search robots will just forget about them, and these pages will disappear from search. And for different mirrors, just choose the main one and redirect all the users from not main mirrors to the main one. That's it. Works better.
Okay. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that people who are listening right now, they will understand this. Okay. That's all that they wanted to tell about this website. Yeah, I can move forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You can move forward. Thanks.
Okay, so it's my turn. I want to share my screen and to show what I found on this website. Let's talk about the common issues. But before that, I want to say again that this website is definitely useful, and you, Lisa, did a great job, as I told you in the beginning of this session. However, I want to point your attention to a few important things. The first one, um, the first batch of recommendations belongs to the content and keywords that you rank for. As before, I did a small research, and now I see that you have around 2,000 keywords and that rank for in Google Australia, and around 600 keywords that rank for in the US. And I'm not sure that your target audiences should be limited by Australians only, because from my point of view, this project is extremely useful also for people who are planning their vacation or trip to Australia from abroad. Here we see that, let me narrow this. Yeah, here we see that most of the high volume keywords you rank for are belong to trip planning, and that is quite obvious because you have these keywords in your domain, in your URL. But if we have a deeper look at the competitors who rank for the same batch of keywords, you may see that most of these competitors belong to governmental and transportational or organizations, and Google will think that they are more relevant for the keyword like trip planning. From Google's point of view, they are more relevant. What I can advise you here is that I see you have a blog, and I really love blogs, and I really, well, at Serpstat, in my marketing team, we do a lot of efforts to create unique and beautiful blog posts. But I don't understand why you have only 2 blog posts. I mean, you have a lot of content here in a destination bar, but you don't have enough blog posts. But anyway, what I can advise you here, let's check your main competitors. And here, one of the most relevant competitors that in Google's how Google think is Australia.com. I think I'm pretty sure that you know this website. It's very beautiful. And actually, when I typed trip to Australia, Trail, it was the first one website that I started researching because it ranks really good, and it has a lot of content on this website. So if we analyze these guys, and we can go to research, and we can analyze these guys, we can see their visibility, their estimated search traffic, so how much traffic they get from Google every month, how many keywords they rank for, how many paid keywords they have if they do a paid promotion, and so on. So if we analyze these guys, we see all keywords that they rank for, with important indicators like keyword difficulty, position that they rank for, volume, it means how many searches per month people do, how much traffic get, and so on. But I want to proceed to the top pages, to the top pages report, and I want to show you top pages of these websites in terms of traffic and in terms of organic keywords that they rank for. So we can see here, um, all their blog posts and all their pages, and how many keywords they rank for, how much traffic they get. It's estimated organic traffic, and what's important, how many Facebook shares they have, so you can analyze and you can understand if this content gets viral or not. And my suggestion here is the following: find online competitors, analyze their structure, analyze the content that drives traffic and keywords they use or they're ranking for, and create a content plan for your blog post based on these data. And it's very easy and quick way to do this. For example, if we go to this web page, um, just say I will return back for a second. I want to open this. But if we go to this web page, if I open this, it tells us it's a guide to the Flinders Ranges National Park. I read about this, and it's a very beautiful place. And I didn't find the guide like this, similar guide on your website. I used this search bar. I didn't find anything. Anyway, if you analyze this, if you follow this link, you will get a detailed analysis of this piece of content in terms of SEO. And let's click on the keyword that is the most popular in terms of volume. So it has the biggest number of searches per month. Like it's obvious, funders ranges. And here you get 3 different reports that give you all the variations of these keywords. So you can create your own content plan based on these keywords, and you see that finders ranges, weather, map, and what are glamping in finders ranges, and you see the volume of these keywords per month, so how many people searches for this keyword every month. But the most the coolest thing here is search questions report, which shows you what your target audience want to know and what people ask Google. For example, Google, what do you do in Flanders Ranges, or how far from Melbourne to Flanders Ranges? Where is Flanders Ranges in South Australia, and so on. So here are the ready-to-use content ideas for your blog posts, or you can use them, you can put them in your headings, you can put them in your titles of your blog posts, or just even create a new blog post that gives customers, or not customers but visitors, that gives information on the things they can do in Flinders Ranges National Park. It's very easy hack to create a content plan very easily and very quickly. So and also I want to say that you need to make your content on the website here a little bit, I think, more comprehensive. I mean, um, you have a great description of places to visit and things to do in Melbourne here. But when I look for this website, I want to get your recommendations on the places to stay, on the accommodation that you want me to recommend. And if you make this content more comprehensive, you can add here even affiliate links to booking.com or whatever, because I see that you want to lead people to the main page, and you want to lead people from your content to the main page and then find here destination. Why not to put this in just inside of the content, or why not to put the best top 5 or top 10 accommodations from this list, not to lead users or visitors to to booking.com, to their main page, but just to give your recommendations, because visitors that come to this page about Melbourne, for example, they most likely abandon your website if they don't find relevant information here, and they just won't think of going to the main page. That's why my advice here to add as much as much information as you can, using those keywords, using those titles and headings that I showed you in the previous section. Kostya, any thoughts on this? Does it make sense?
Uh, yeah. I would also add that actually through the whole website, I couldn't find a lot of affiliate links, and we got a question in chat saying like, "Do affiliate links hurt SEO?" No, actually they don't if you don't put thousands of them. So just be a rational guy or a girl that will put enough of them. Like in this case, in Australia Trip Planner. This website actually doesn't have a lot of affiliate links. Actually, they should do have more of them. So yeah, your idea with adding hotels or any other accommodation versions to Melbourne or other or Perth uh, page is completely fine. And by the way, I would also advise you, I mean Lisa from Australia Trip Planner, to check your Google Analytics and monitor your bounce rate. Also, how long
True.
users have been on this website and how deep they go into the website, because that's the point I think Eugene was talking about. Like, how long do they really stay on your website? And analytics will help you answer these questions. And
If you
also,
if
the
you have
longer.
sorry, if you have a lot of internal linking, you may allow people to be on your site longer time. So try to link your relevant pieces of content between each other to move, like, hey, you read about the accommodation in Melbourne, do you want to see more places to visit or more places to eat in Melbourne or in the destinations that are very close to Melbourne? Sorry.
Yeah, but the only thing that I was thinking while you were talking, like, they have problems with different versions of the website, so probably analytics will be screwed, and it won't
Maybe,
be
I
that
don't know.
clear. But still, I hope the longer the visitors interact with the website, the better effect it has on your positions because of improved behavioral ranking factors. So just solve the problem with different mirrors, and it will help you better analyze your traffic and then make decisions based on that data. And I'm completely sure that Eugene told you a great way to think. Okay, do you have anything else to say about Australia Star website?
No, I have a lot of things to tell about Australia because it's my dream, but I don't have anything to tell about this website. I mean, I have, but we don't have time for this. Let's move to the third one.
Yeah. The third website is about exotic travel in Asia, and I can see a question: does internal linking affect SEO? How do I make the most from it? And it's a great question exactly for this website because it's overwhelmed with internal linking and website and confused website structure. So, as I told you, I've been auditing the staging subdomain. So when you see it in my crawls, it's just a new version of this website. So my point is that I found more than 800 of links from several pages, and it's a lot. It completely messes your internal structure, and link weight simply doesn't work properly here. And if you, even if you acquire some backlinks, they will not work as you want because of this, masked internal linking structure. So better not to exceed like four, 300s of links for your website. It's not that big, so I don't think it's that necessary. So mm, the problems on this website are not on the surface, but I'm glad that you're still in development stage. So probably you could even implement it in the next sprint or version that you're going to do, if you, of course, like our advice. I would, first of all, I would recommend including backend architecture that will allows you to create category pages based on your filter parameters. For example, you can create a honeymoon Thailand category page with the normal URL instead of unreadable symbols here because um, I would not recommend doing this for every category page. Maybe even my sample with the honeymoon Thailand tours doesn't have enough priority to be the first one. But if I was you, I would start from keyword research. If a category has clusters with many keywords and they in turn have pretty high search frequency, it's a good sign to create a web page with a human friendly URL instead of this, as I said, unreadable symbols. It will help you not just in terms of like readability, but first of all, it's a good sign for ranking factors. Although somebody say that URLs doesn't affect uh, SEO, but still, if you go to the search engine results page, you can see that some of the breadcrumbs created not because of the microdata, but it's created using the URL structure. So in that case, you probably just lose one of the opportunities that you can have not optimizing your URL structure. And actually, it sounds like a 2080 rule. If you first do a keyword research and then do category pages only for those uh, categories that have quite good potential to get more traffic, uh, did. And actually, it actually it works for, I suppose, all the viewers today. If you have websites with this filter style categories, then just try to create several landing pages with categories, and I'm sure it will help you to gain more traffic. And also, I want to ask all of our viewers today, please visit your website by yourself from time to time to avoid problems like this one when your text stucks in the images. I promise it's not used. I didn't do it by purpose in inspect tool or something like that. It's just the way it is.
Accidentally, yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's not a big problem for SEO, but your visitors may be confused. And as we already know, behavioral factors are still ranking factors. So don't miss a chance to optimize everything that is easy to be optimized and have potential to get more, to give you more traffic. So Eugen, do you have what to say about user travel? I'm sure you have something to say.
Yes, yeah, I have, but I want to say that I like this website. It's according to my research,
I
it
like it
has
too.
yeah, according to my research, it has quite a large number of keywords that they rank for, and they have a good backlink profile on their website, and the site audits, the domain health is quite good. and your recommendations are good as well. So here I'll be short. Running this website analysis, I'd like to pay attention to the missing opportunities that can give additional traffic and value. Let's proceed to organic keywords report. And here I will go to the tree view section of this report. Um, but before that, I want to change the database that I'm looking the information for. Okay, so this is, well, basically this is the all web pages that this website has, with all the keywords that these web pages rank for, and also in other words, you can find here distribution of keywords between the pages. How to make this report useful? Just sort the data, go to the sorting, to filtering, and uh, sort down your data by position. And I'm interested now in those pages that rank from 11 to, let's say, 12 position. Let's apply a filter. So this is, it means that these URLs are very close to the top, and probably you need minimum efforts to boost them to the first page of Google, because while they are on the second page, no one visit them, because people go to first 5, 6, maybe 10 URLs, and they never go to the second page. But if you are on the 13th position, or we can even sort by the volume and look on the most popular keywords with the highest potential traffic, like this one. So if your website ranks for this keyword on the 12th position, you're very close to the top. I usually advise you to make a lot of internal links from other pieces of the website to these web page with exactly the same anchors, or you can even try to get backlinks from with these anchors that lead to the pages you want to see growing. At Serpstart, we do it regularly, and we usually, like once a month, we try to find web pages that are very close to the top, and then we do a lot of internal links to these web pages using this anchors. By the way, for those who don't understand what does an anchor mean, I will go to the where is it? Sorry, backlink analysis section, and here are anchors. So anchors are keywords. It's another way how you can use your keywords. You can put them in title, description, H1, headings, and also in course. And sometimes these anchors can give more value and can give more power to the page that you want to give this. They want to rank for. Sorry. So the general advice is the following: if you have a website with traffic, and then try to focus on those pages who are very close to the top, and do as much as you can to grow these pages. And that's all probably for this website. But it's very
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, I like it. It
Yeah.
has animation on the main screen. Also, it's quite
Mm.
usable. You have filters, so on, many detailed information about different tours, about luxury travel, and so on. So I simply enjoyed it. Really, when I was looking at it, I was like, maybe not Spain, but Asia. So I'm fine with that website. I just found the, like, if in previous websites we were mostly talking about the issues and how to get more traffic via fixing it. In that case, we were just thinking about grow ideas, and I like it too.
Yeah.
So before switching to the Q&A section, I would like to say some words that appeared in my head when picking websites for today's show. First of all, one webmaster asked us for proven tactics to grow domain authority, because outreach and good content only sounds great but appears to be difficult and has slow results. Every time in situations like that, I do the same thing. I take my phone and open this website through a mobile browser. In that particular case, I literally couldn't open your website properly, and images were loading longer than 3 minutes. So, my main point is that before thinking about link building, about different and difficult things in SEO, make your website work smoothly. Disable unnecessary WordPress plugins, which I know that many people like to add to their websites, or at least update old ones. Then optimize your images, like tinify them, or also use cloud delivery networks like Cloudflare or CloudFront from Amazon. So it works like saving your image in different servers all over the world. And if somebody like me requests this image, I will get it from the nearest destination. So I just save my time. And the last thing is optimize your scripts. And if you can reduce their number, if you can reduce number of loading scripts at the beginning, it will help you a lot. Just move them, let them load after main content appear. And the last thing I want to say today, I'm not sure if this webmaster's watching us today, but I want to say my big kudos to littlegraybox.net and glitterrebel.com.
Can you share
If
your
you're
screen?
watching,
Oh yeah, thank you, because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
really beautiful.
If you're watching us today, my big kudos and respect. You do great websites with really interesting content. You do videos. I when I was picking the websites, actually my first two websites were your websites. I just after some research, I found out that you are doing a great job already. So I picked a little bit more tricky websites. But I'm sure that with such a serious and creative attitude, you will only grow in the future. So, Eugene, do you have something to add, or we can switch to questions?
Yes, just 1 second. I want to agree with you, and I want to say that first things first, and make sure your website is fast, useful, easy to use, create content that responds to all users' requests, and don't cheat with Google because you can easily ruin all your rankings and marketing efforts. I know this because I tried to cheat with Google, and now we have quite a lot of problems with one of our project. And now let's move forward to the questions if we have any. But I think that you answered all of them. I want to mention one thing that I've seen that Lisa can help her after this session. And yeah, definitely, please, Kostya, probably leave your email right here, or I don't know. But anyway, guys, if you have more questions, I will be super happy to help you out and to like to dive deeper into your websites and to look, because I for me it's more experience. I don't have a lot of time, but anyway, it's a good experience. And anyway, I I like helping people. So if you have any questions, just just
I
send
would
us.
also add that. Oh, I forgot what I wanted to add. Yeah, Lisa, we know your email, so we'll contact you and pass my email or any other social network. So I will contact you and help with Robot 60 issue. It's not a big deal, so don't worry. Also, I remember I found several questions in the chat. So if you don't mind, I'll just quickly
No,
answer
that's
them.
one question just in the screen. What is better for SEO, one long comprehensive article or content hubs answering the same questions? And if you don't mind, I start. So, from my experience, we do a lot of experiments, and right now we tried. Well, right now a lot of SEO influencers tell that guys try to make as long read as you can and try to put there a lot of different keywords and try to make many sections. And we are trying this right now on our project at Serpstat on our blog. You can visit our blog. You can say you can see how what articles do we have, and from the last year, I see like slightly. I see that the traffic is slightly growing, the organic traffic, and this was well, it's not the only one experiment that we did, but this is the most major experiment because we removed all the zombie pages. We removed and we made 301 redirects from zombie pages to big pieces of content, and we like united small pieces of very similar content to one long reads, and we see this that the traffic is growing right now. But it's a it's a, like I don't know, it can be a tricky, can be a problem, because I know a lot of guys, I know a lot of people in SEO influencer who don't see any changes, or even they try to do a lot of short articles because they think that is better. So I'd advise you to test in your niche and to test on your project, both
I
variants,
would
for example.
also, sorry, I would also add that I see this situation is when you have a lot of comprehensive articles, then you create a content hub with small ones that will link to the comprehensive articles. So content hubs should be just should appear when you have a lot of comprehensive articles, and then it will work the best, because content hub is not just about a lot of terms that will appear on the one page and that's it. Hub is because of connections, and you have to um, write a lot of different pages first that hub will refer to, and only after that you can create this hub. So it's not just create a hub with short terms and that's it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like an airport. It should connect different destinations. So another question, let me take it. Does your SEO improve by adding language versions to the website, or should you create one website or subdomain per language? Well, it I almost said it depends. We got similar situation in our company when we are thinking about should we add French or Germany version of our website. But the best, I think, the best advice here is to do a keyword research and find out if your keywords are if your keywords have a lot of search frequency. If they do, then start creating this version, not all in one. Just try small pieces of your website, like main landing pages or something like that, or two, three main landing pages. And if it works well, if you start getting traffic, then expand this project. And I suppose it's the best way. And adding subdomains. Um, I would not recommend adding subdomains. Better do different folders. I would suppose that it's the best way, because all the link weight will be attributed to the same website. So you will just grow your link weight of the whole website instead of sharing it with different subdomains. Eugen,
Yeah,
do you have
I
more
agree.
to
I
add because you
agree.
have experience?
Yeah, I want to say that if you think that you have enough like time and life budget and so on, and you can do a lot of backlinks, a lot of link building, and you can do a lot of content, you can create, you can translate all your web pages, then in this case you can try to do on a subdomain. But you know, the subdomain is like a new website, and you need to put there a lot of efforts to make this live and to make it visible and so on. I I don't see I don't really see any advantages of the doing this on another subdomain. I mean, translating your website on another subdomain. Actually, I don't see it's like in recent years that is very popular right now, because I have our website, we have in different folders the other languages, and you, for example, as I know, also you have in different folders, and that works well.
And also apple.com also uses folders, so I suppose almost nobody have that much of different language versions than them. So sometimes it's the best way just to look at the giants and find out how they solve these tasks.
That's good point. Yeah, I just entered the apple.com and I see that you have in different folders, not subdomains.
Yeah, yeah. So any other questions here? If not, let's maybe I don't know. Thanks a lot for your attention. It was a great pleasure for me to be with you for this hour with uh, talking about SEO, about different problems, about ideas to grow the traffic. Thanks a lot. It was nice to see you today, Eugene. Hope to see you soon again.
Yeah,
Lisa, I remember about you. We'll contact you later. Thanks a lot.
everybody, thanks for watching, and thank you, Travel Payouts, for allowing us to do all this today. And I hope to see you all next time, and I hope to see us next time. And this traffic show, I really enjoyed and had a lot of fun with you today. So let's see. So bye, guys. See you next time.
Bye bye.